Good morning. In the previous lecture, we discussed structure of a Fortran program. The next article is format statement. Next article is format statement. Whenever we write a Fortran program, we write this program to perform certain task, to evaluate certain problem. So whenever you need to evaluate certain problem, you have to provide input data, and after processing of this input data as per the requirement of the tasks to be performed, we will have output data. This output data will be a result of evaluation of the task, result of the given problem, solution of the given problem. This is the output data. Input data and output data. Whenever input data is given to the computer, input data is given in certain format. The format of the input data is always specified. Why it is necessary to specify format of input data? This is because there are various types of constants in Fortran. Integer constant, basically character constant, numeric constants. Numeric constants for the integer constant, real constants. Real constants for the fractional real constant, exponential real constant. As we have these different types of constants in Fortran, the input data is always one of these constants or few of these constants, maybe integer data as well as real data taken together, depending on the requirement of the task, the requirement of the problem. We have to provide the type of data, type of input data in terms of various Fortran constants, and therefore format of input data, format of the data to be inputted to the Fortran program is to be specified by using format statement. What about the output? What about the result? It again depends on the solution of the task performed by the Fortran program. You may want the solution, the result, the output data either in terms of integer constants or real constants, and therefore we also need to specify the format for the output data, the result, the solution of the task or the problem. Let us suppose that this is the input data. This is fractional real constant. When you are providing such data, you have to specify this format. Now, what is this format? Count number of digits, including the decimal point and the sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total width of this constant is 10. And how many decimal digits are there? 3 decimal digits are there. And therefore, format of this should be w.d. What is w? W is representing total width of this data. Dot d. D representing number of digits in the decimal part or width of the decimal part, the fractional part. So, in general, we may need to use w dot d. If you are given such a number, no sign is given there, so it is a positive number. Positive sign is optional. No decimal point is there. Width is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. W. What is D? D is 0. What is D? D is 0. So, we need not use dot D for integer specification of integer constant. The general format, the general syntax of a format statement is syntax of the format statement is n format followed by a bracket, simple bracket, which is having s1 comma s2 comma s3 comma dash dash sn. This s1, s2, s3 etc. are known as the specification of the format. S1 is the first specification of the format, S2 second specification of the format, S3 third specification of the format, and so on. Format is the statement n. This is the statement number, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, anything, depending on your choice, depending on the program you are writing. It will give the statement number. This is the general syntax for use of format statement. We have to use this syntax without any mistake. And therefore, we need to use certain rules for writing the format statement in a program. And what are the rules? First rule, the specifications First rule of using the format statement. What is the first rule? The format specifiers S1, S2, S3, etc. are known as format specifiers. The format specifiers S1, S2, S3, Sn, etc. dash dash should be enclosed in a parenthesis. This is a parenthesis, and the format specifiers are enclosed inside a parenthesis. This is the first rule. Format specifiers should always written inside a parenthesis. Second rule. Second rule. The format specifiers should be separated by commas. The format specifiers should be separated by commas. S1, S2 separated by a comma. S2, S3 separated by a comma. S3, S4 separated by a comma. So, without fail, we have to use the commas as separators between the format specifiers. This is the second rule. Third rule is third rule. The format statement should be given statement number. The format statement should be given statement number n, because this number n is referred at many places. If you do not provide statement number m to the format statement, that will be syntax error, and if there is a syntax error, the program will not be executed. And therefore, to avoid syntax errors while using the format statement, we have to follow these three rules. First one, the format specifiers S1, S2, S3 dash dash Sn should be enclosed within a parenthesis or in a parenthesis. The format specifiers should be separated by commas. Third one, the format statement should be given statement number. If without fail we use these three rules while writing format statement, there won't be any syntax error and this statement will be executed. Actually, format statement is non-executable statement. There is nothing to execute. The control will simply read the specifiers, format specifiers enclosed within a parenthesis. So, format statement is non-executable statement. Although it is non-executable statement, it is referred at many places in the program depending on the task for which the program is written, and therefore these rules should be always used while writing the format statement. There are various types of formats. Before going to study these various types of formats, let me tell you about the carriage return. See, what is meaning of this carriage return? Carriage return. Let us suppose that the input you have given is something, this one. This is one input, this is other input, first input data, second input data, it is integer data, it is integer data. You want to have addition of these two integer data. What will be addition? Put values of I and j, that will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the answer will be 5 plus 6, 11, 1 carry 1, 5 plus 5, 10, 0 carry 1, 4 plus 4, 8, 2 plus 3, 5, this 1 plus 2, 3. So, the output data is 3, 5, 8, 0, 1. When you print this data, when you take this data in the output, you will find that the output you get is simply 5801. 3 is not shown in the output. This is because the first column in the output is for carriage return. Whatever character is coming in the first column of the output is erased, deleted by the carriage return, and therefore while printing the output, first column in the output should be kept blank. It should be empty, so that we will not lose some part of the output. That is what about the carriage return. So, always remember what is this carriage return. Okay, then we have various types of format specifiers. Let us study these format specifiers one by one. First, let us go to I format. I format. This I format is used to specify integers. This I format is used to specify integers. For example, this is first data item. What is this first data item? It is integer. Second data item. This is also integer. Third data item, it is also integer, and you have to specify these data items using I format. For this, the format used is I4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For this, the format used is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I5. For this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The format used is I6. What does this mean? What is meaning of I4? The input data is integer of 4-digit long. What is meaning of I5? The input data is integer of 5 digits long. What is meaning of I6? The input data is an integer 6 digits long. Now, how to write this in the format statement? This way. N, statement number, the statement. Ten is the statement number, format is the statement, I4, I5, I6 are the format specifier. This specifies integer of width 4 digits. This specifies integer of width 5 digits. This specifies integer of width 6 digits. There are different ways of writing this. Let me use some other example for this format statement. Let us suppose that in some Fortran program you come across this format statement, statement number, the statement, and the format specifiers are I3, 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 I5, I5. What is meaning of this? First, input data 3 digits long integer, second 3 digits long integer, 3 digits long integer, 5 digits long integer, 5 digits long integer. This is one way. Other way of writing this is You can write this way. Other way is this. Now what is meaning of this statement? Statement number, the statement for format specification, format specifier, format specifier. 3i3. What does this mean? It means that first three input data items are 3 digits long integers. 2i5. What does this mean? It means that fourth and fifth input data items, 3 are already taken here, fourth and fifth 2, fourth and fifth data items are integers of 5 digits long. These are different ways of using I format. I format is used for specifying integer input data, and these are some examples of specifying integer input data using this statement, this statement, this statement. You can have many more examples which will explain how this I format is used to specify the integer data, input data items, input integer data items. Many formats are there. This article is somewhat big. We may need at least three lectures. So we shall stop here. Remaining formats in the next lecture. Thank you.